Back, more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is episode 8. 8. Time is fleeting. Episode 8 of season 6. Very, very excited to get into this episode. See what's going to happen as we really get into the second half of the season already. Kind of nuts. But I can really feel things kind of getting into gear now, and yeah, things are escalating, which makes me nervous but also very excited to see what the overall plan is for the season and where they're going to go with it. So we had some Fitzsimmons adorableness in the last episode, as we always do, when they're, in the same episode together and sharing scenes, that is. And we had loads of stuff going on with that new girl, what was her name? Izel, who seemed kind of dodgy but also seemed kind of nice, so I don't really know what's happening there. We had that Jacko guy breathing fire, we had Daisy and Deke reuniting, we had all sorts of stuff going down. And my god, did I take about 10 years off of my lifespan trying to get that reaction out for you guys last week. My god, that was stressful for days. Technical difficulties, a really bad weekend personally, and then my editing software crashing twice, so I had to edit it 3 times. Oh my god. Hopefully that will never happen again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just getting back into the swing of things this week, and let's see what's going to happen as we delve deeper into the season. I'm very, very excited to see what's going to be offered, because I believe this is a part 1 story, so pain probably, and cliffhangers and sadness. So let's see what happens. Let's see how they're going to emotionally scar me this week, shall we? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
I'd be happy with you anywhere, but I am sick of space. Get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, reunite with everyone, for God's sake.
A beast. What happens when it appears?
I kill it. Keys.
Simple as that, is it?
You and I are going to have a very unvague conversation about who you are and where you're from.
Ooh.
I'll pick one.
See, Max, he's getting into the swing of things. He's hitting his stride. Of course, he picked the crazy person. Kind of feel bad that
We all gonna get along?
probably the two most affected by seeing Coulson's face
Okay, well,
around
you just kind of
are now stuck with it.
glare all steely-eyed like that.
I'm a hacker.
Like, you hack off limbs? Chop people up?
No, I hack computers. Means I know
She
how they
is
work.
Oh, well, that'll
quite the
come in
personality,
handy
isn't
exactly
she?
0 times, but without it, they'll be all over us. I need packs.
I know somebody can fix it.
No.
Oh my
no.
god.
You're like doomsday magnets that's just attracting all this negative energy, and it's because your vibrations are off.
That's the show.
You go on this mission, and I stay quiet about why I became a shareholder.
You didn't think I was serious about that, did you?
I did. 2% of your company. And I keep my mouth shut about what I saw inside your virtual curve.
I like that they're bringing this up again.
Okay, Mac,
Oh boy, don't stab Deke.
You look like you have a beautiful soul.
He does.
I bet it shines.
He does.
I want to see it spill out of you.
Thank you.
I don't. Don't thank her. She's crazy.
Motor Mouth is busy, and last time Smiles was up there, she tried to kill me. So
Smiles. That's the best name.
You don't trust me. I don't
Smile.
trust you. So take a seat in front, or tell your boss to send me someone useful.
The Fitzsimmons mission will have to wait. We could be facing another extinction level event.
Copy that.
Should I put on my clown outfit now, thinking they're actually going to reunite before the finale?
I'm going to need you by my side on this one. 'Cause
Always and
there's some kind
forever.
of beast coming.
Propose.
What we expect.
Don't propose. Oh no. She's the creator, isn't she? Evil bitch. Ah.
How come he gets a comfy room and I'm chained up like some animal?
Because he's got a smoking habit he needs to break. Do you remember when their biggest problem was that Lorelei woman from Asgard? Those were the days.
The only 2 questions that matter are how to stop the monster and how to survive if we fail. She's coming. and everyone you care about is going to die.
She...
The past doesn't matter.
I want to know.
What love is?
There's nothing to tell. The monster's name is Isel.
Oh god, she created the Shrike. At least the storylines are merging together.
System running. There's no guarantee that anyone's going to be
I
listening
kind of
to
wish
the
that these two cinnamon rolls weren't trapped with the demon lady.
They can create, move beings through space and time and...
monoliths.
Not monolith.
You're talking about
We've
monoliths?
heard of those, but we were told the Chronicoms kept them.
Oh shit.
I'd heard the same. That's why I went to...
Still bringing back things from early seasons.
My crew was killed.
Oh, this show is so good.
He murdered my crew. And he won't stop until he eliminates me.
Why is this
Sarge.
person so intent on destroying you?
Because I know the truth about him. I know what he really is.
Oh, good. Tell me. Or don't. That's fine.
I'm not used to going up against giants.
Well, now you know how the rest of us feel when we're talking to you.
Mm.
It involves a lot of looking up. Everybody at S.H.I.E.L.D. believes in you.
Yeah, they all waste their hands and
I know
everything.
it was a risk.
Are you about to die? Oh, those things again. Yeah, I think you'd rather eat those, to be honest. Ah.
He died, May.
This is the scene I've wanted.
He died, and
Thank
we
you.
buried him, and that was hard enough.
I don't know why, but part of me feels like I could trust him. It's just a feeling.
Let's play the face.
She tried to track down relics from her realm called the Dialis to regain power.
Oh boy.
Monoliths. I don't like this story.
Neither do I.
Left a path of destruction wherever she went.
See? You okay?
Doesn't anybody not? Jeez! It's not what it looks like.
You have a hickey.
Okay, it's a little what it looks like.
I need bleach for my eyes.
Sequoia left me.
Same.
Okay? I've been heartbroken. And Snow Bunny...
Snow Bunny.
She gets
Snow
me.
bunny.
She said...
Same. Same.
Seriously, Snow? I like it better when you kill them. You said it was fixed.
Yeah, Oh dear. I feel like he's too young to be doing those kinds of things. Especially with crazy girls. Alright. Leave the choking to Snowflake.
Morning. Anyone hungry?
Me. Always.
Have you ever tried those things?
Puffies. Just once. By mistake.
They make you sick.
No. No, definitely not.
He's been putting his hand on her. No!
Okay, again.
It did provide us with a beautiful wedding venue.
Oh, but he wasn't
Guess I
there.
had to be there.
Oh,
You
no. Pain.
Dashing.
Oh yeah, I'm brave. And I sacrificed myself for the lives of others.
Don't do that.
Looks like you married Mr. Perfect, doesn't it?
Are you jealous of yourself?
Yep. Yes, I am. Because he'll always be your first husband.
Aw.
Probably ever going to be the replacement.
You do realise how ridiculous this sounds?
Yep, absolutely.
But I can completely understand it. Oh, my favourite character of all time. Jealous of himself.
Fun your
Typical.
wedding night.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Oh, deleted scene?
I mean, obviously, you know, it will be nothing compared to the second time.
What, it wasn't enough the first time?
Oh my god.
Let's just concentrate on getting the message back to the
Yeah, let's do that, sweetheart, shall we? You ever get it, you vape?
Pain around!
What's her motive?
Hatred. For all living things.
What's
Oh,
yours?
that's nice.
Love. No, it's hate. That's my thing too. Hate
I was gonna
and
say.
revenge.
That was more Colston's thing, wasn't
She
it?
took my family from me. I won't stop until she pays for that.
Oh.
What aren't you telling us?
What aren't you telling me? There it is. Hacker, huh?
She hacks things. sometimes.
What's starting?
The end.
That was the title of the last season finale. Don't trigger me. That's so gross. But a very cool effect. This feels very much like a season finale kind of event, so it's interesting that it's happening now.
At least tell your boss that you just got played.
Oh. Oh! Oh. Well, that's unnecessary.
We're gonna take control of the plane.
How are we supposed to do that?
Yeah. How are you supposed to do
Oh
that?
shit. Kick their asses.
Pod now.
I think you should get inside.
Yeah. Maybe you don't understand who you're dealing with.
I understand we're one.
Oh. I love an icon.
Here's a weapon on the truck. Something that's gonna take a big bite out of this planet. He's gonna wipe out everything down there, and we're flying right into the
Oh
blast area.
shit. Did he have Deep to like fix the bomb or something?
You were right. Swords just don't cut it. I'm not taking any chances.
Well, they do.
When
That's what I
Angela
thought.
heads, I'm gonna blow her and Snowflake. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You heard what he said.
I'm so sorry I tied you up.
He left me.
I know, it's okay.
Aw.
No, because I'm still here. And we gotta find the bomb, so
I
where is
kind
it?
of feel
Snow?
bad.
We could save countless lives.
We'll lose 3 of our own.
We
Oh
could
god.
just hope and pray that Deke figures out a way to deactivate the alien bomb.
Jesus. Yeah, Mac doesn't have the best choice right now, does he? Kill some of his agents, or kill some of his agents that he doesn't know are on the ship. Well, I'm starting to see where this episode got its name from. Oh boy. Oh. I mean, that's actually very fucking clever, but... Fuck. I knew it was weird that he just took his jacket off. Ooh,
How big is it? What's it look like? I don't know. I never saw it.
that's what she said.
Stop talking to her like one of the bad guys. She's on our side now.
You know what? Screw this. If we're gonna blow, we're gonna blow.
Been on the side for 2 minutes. Let's calm down, Deke. Whew. I am
Ship's landing.
tense. Do not sneeze. Oh, I can feel the episode ending and I don't want it to. No, not that one. But also not that one. Thank you. I'd be a terrible director. Yay! I knew we'd see him again. I wonder why we're continuing to follow Enoch then.
Tear him apart. We have more pressing concerns.
Leopold Fitz and Gemma Simmons. I will gather a force to find them and bring
No.
them back.
No, leave my children alone.
We do not need their bodies. We have their brains.
What does that mean?
Going in.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh. That was a great episode. I loved it. For like a part 1 of a 2-parter, I guess. It didn't really feel like it was just all build up, which I really, really appreciated. I think the pacing to it was so good. The way it was structured was great. And it really, really did kind of move the overall plot for this season forward in a major way, which I really, really loved. God, there's so many different elements to talk about. Well, let's start, as I always tend to, with Fitzsimmons, because they are my heart and soul and the reason I get out of bed every day. I really liked their interactions and almost their complete obliviousness to the real danger that's going on, because they're still not really aware of the danger Izal poses. A lot of people did theorise that she was like the creator of the Shrike, so those people are vindicated. I did have my doubts about her. I wasn't sure if we could trust her or not. Clearly there's a reason for that. And it's crazy to think that we were like, oh god, Sarge is like the villain, how are we going to stop him? And now there's all this, and the twists and turns are always great in S.H.I.E.L.D. It's one thing I always love about the show, you know. I don't think you can ever truly predict absolutely everything that's going to happen. So yeah, I liked all their scenes. I really liked the scene where Fitz was getting jealous of his past self. I knew he would get like that at some point. And god damn it, I want to see that wedding night. God damn it, cowards. They better put that in the deleted scene. But yeah, I liked all their interactions as they were like continuing to work on the ship, and Fitz was finding a bit more out about like the monoliths and stuff, you know, learning a bit more about what he'd missed following the death that I tried to block from my memory, but the season just wants to keep hammering it home, doesn't it? That's nice of it. So yeah, all the stuff was done is very interesting, and I'm very hopeful that because they are so close to Earth now and the ship is like so close to arriving, maybe part 2 of this like little arc is going to be Fitzsimmons reuniting with everyone, because I need that in my life. I need that to my very core, because you know, after next week's episode, we have what, 4 episodes left of the season, so we're not going to get a lot of time this season with everyone all together. I mean, we still need like Fitz and Deke to, you know, meet. So I am very excited to see where they're going to take the rest of this season. Because obviously they can't just sort it all out in the next episode, even though, you know, Izel's basically on Earth. So how are they going to fill the rest of the season? I'm very, very excited to find out what's going to go down there. But yeah, I liked all the Fitzsimmons stuff because it's Fitzsimmons. And yeah, the reveal with Izel being like the creator of the Shrike. And she like, what, sings them to life? What was that? I'm sure that was kind of referenced like that. Was it like an Aztec story or something? I think Mac and Yo-Yo were talking about. Maybe it's a reference to that, I'm not sure. But I did like getting the backstory of her, and we got some answers about who she really is, what her intentions are. And we got stuff about Sarge's intentions as well, and a bit of backstory for him, which I really, really appreciated, because we kind of need that. And I am hoping that we're still going to get answers about how the fuck he looks like Coulson and shares the DNA and stuff. But yeah, I like the reveal with her. It should be interesting to see where they take it and exactly how big a threat she's going to pose going forward. Because it feels like her plan is in its like endgame right now. But I think she's going to be pissed when she finds out the monoliths have been destroyed, but we'll see where it goes. But I like to keep referencing that and referencing stuff that was in like season 1 and 2. I love when shows are just not afraid of their own history. And they're not afraid to reward the long-time viewers. And that's something Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has always done so well. Even like last season when they included like that deleted scene with Raina and Quinn, you know, I really appreciate when they can do stuff like that. So many shows would just like have an episode that would apparently have like life-changing consequences, or all these characters have this big argument, and then they'd make amends at the end of that episode, and then in every episode after that they never talk about it again. But S.H.I.E.L.D. just, there's constantly consequences to every little thing. Anyone can kind of, well, any secondary agent can die at any time, as this season has definitely proved. So I love that they do that, and this thing with Izel and hunting the monoliths is a very good example of that. I'm looking forward to knowing a bit more about her, maybe seeing a bit of her backstory, I don't know, and seeing what she'll do when she finds out that things may not be going her way and may not work out the way she wants them to, and what her goal would be then. And to see a lot more of the history between her and Sarge, I think will be very interesting. So I love all of that we got. And I like seeing more of Sarge interacting with Daisy and May, because obviously I think those are the two that were really affected by Coulson's death, so they're probably the two that were arguably closest to him in the team. So I like seeing them kind of be put in Sarge's team, the interactions with them, and Daisy so determined to dig deep into the past of Sarge and find out some answers, and Sarge is just like, it doesn't matter, he's really focused on his mission, and he doesn't really care about anything outside of that, which obviously is quite a change from Coulson, who was a very caring guy. And a lot of his motivations, I think, came from love, you know, his love for May and the fatherly love he had, not just for Daisy, but, you know, I think he had that kind of bond with certainly with Fitzsimmons as well. But you know, he had some huge respect for like Yo-Yo and Mac, and maybe he liked Deke, who knows. But yeah, I like them kind of continuing to explore that, and having those interactions, and kind of see just how determined he is to, you know, go through this goal. You know, he purposefully like chose to have Snowflake at the start of the episode as part of his team, but while we thought at the time that's because, you know, that's the one he wanted the most, he needed the most, she's like the most valuable team player or something, because of how it ended up going with that plan, where, you know, there was obviously a thought out plan with like Jacko's jacket and stuff, so Sarge could like teleport to them, was she actually the expendable member of that team, because he left her behind and got the other two guys, even though it seemed at the start she was like the preferred choice. So that's a very interesting kind of thing that I hope they kind of explore, and I'm sure they will kind of explore how Snowflake is affected by that whole thing. Maybe she's going to just join the good guys now, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her joining our side of good, at least not full time, I don't know. I feel like she'd really start annoying me if she was around like all the time, but we'll see where they go, because obviously the season's not over yet, so anything could happen, you know, she could even switch back to Sarge's side, and we shall see. But yeah, I liked everything with that little team, and Deke unwillingly like activating and building a bomb or something, classic Deke, and then him and Snowflake. I'm not against it, I'm not necessarily for it. It was weird, it was sudden, but Deke definitely throws himself into things, I think, and then thinks about consequences afterwards. So I feel like, you know, he's from that future where I think so many children didn't get the chance to have a childhood and didn't get a chance to properly develop and grow up and form like proper relationships with like different people. So it doesn't seem like Deke had many connections really outside of his mum. Obviously he had like Tess and stuff. But I'm not really sure in that far future anyone really got the chance to, in that generation at least, to properly maybe understand and learn everything they needed to, you know, be fully developed in life and fully prepared. I don't think Deke was ready for like that future, more like him then being brought into this time where he really does not belong and doesn't understand anything that's going on and how to live. And obviously he's had like a year to adjust now. But I still don't think I think he's still quite naive to so many different things, and the way he just threw himself in to that relationship with Snowflake because that Sequoia dumped him. Well, you know. So yeah, that was weird. We'll see where they take that, but he seemed like, oh yeah, you know, we were fooling around, so she's good now. I must defend her. Like, buddy, you know, for 2 minutes. But I still love you, Deke. I still love you. But we'll see where they go with that. It seemed a very weird thing to put in this episode. But I suppose I wanted a bit of like light-hearted humour in there. Although the best thing in this episode was Sarge calling May Smiles. That was the best. I loved that so much. So yeah, that was interesting. But I liked that Deke kind of helped find that thing at the end, and hopefully we'll get things sorted. I did like the cliffhanger of like, a dilemma that Mac's been left in now. Because all season has been like, am I a capable director? Can I, you know, make the hard choices? Can I follow in Coulson's footsteps? And now he's presented with a really difficult choice. Is he going to destroy a ship that, you know, the villain may not even be in, and little does he know that Fitzsimmons are in that ship? Or does he sacrifice a few agents and blow up the truck? Hopefully he won't have to make that decision because something will happen before that. But it would be interesting to see what he would choose. So yeah, I like they're continuing this whole theme with Mac and him not being entirely sure of himself as a director. I think that's a really cool storyline for him this season that I've really, really liked. So I like that they're continuing to see that. And I loved his interactions with Yo-Yo in this episode. And they're really starting to get along again. You can kind of see that natural chemistry, I think, being built back up between the two of them, which is great to see. And I'm hoping that will continue. And seeing just Yo-Yo like supporting him and being on his side was great. And Yo kind of overhearing, what were their names? Jacko and Pax, something like that. Overhearing them a couple of times and kind of trying to thwart their plans was really funny and badass. So yeah, I really like those two in this episode as well. And yeah, seeing a bit more of Jacko and Pax. We haven't seen Pax for quite a while, I don't think. So it's cool seeing him be brought back into the fold, and seeing a bit more of his personality, you know, not one to like hold on to a secret for very long, and yet still kind of oddly loyal to Sarge's plans. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what their plan is now they're on this plane and stuff, and what Sarge is planning to do with the S.H.I.E.L.D. lot. Should be interesting, because, you know, even though I feel like there's quite a big threat in Izel, we can't write off Sarge as just being a good guy because he's not on Izel's side. You know, he's definitely done some bad things and killed some S.H.I.E.L.D. agents even, so there's still a lot of trouble for S.H.I.E.L.D. to deal with, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they deal with all these different things and getting answers about Sarge as well and why he looks like Coulson and stuff. So yeah, seeing more of that crew was interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. I also love that we got a Daisy and May scene where they briefly talked about Coulson. That was kind of what I was hoping for in the last week's episode. I'm glad we got it here. And it did make more sense, I think, for it to be here because they were both in close proximity with Sarge, so I feel like that made even more sense. So that was nice that they got the chance to kind of talk about him and reminisce about him. And how it's affecting them. I think they kind of needed that, so that was nice. And then the ending, Enoch, he showed up. That was cool. I'm glad we're seeing him again because I love Enoch. He did redeem himself after like turning on Gemma a bit, so I really appreciate seeing him and his ongoing missions. I feel like the fact that we're continuing to follow him and the Chronocoms definitely means he's going to have a role to play going forward, which I'm very excited for. And a few of them still have that technology thing that they shoved Fitzsimmons into in episode 6. And they said they had their brains. Do they mean just their memories, or are they still not letting go of the Doctor? Are they still going to find a way to use that to hurt us? Probably, because they just can't let him go. I get it, because Ian's fantastic as the Doctor, but come on, please stop. Maybe even Demon Gemma, I don't know. So I don't quite know where they're going with that, and what exactly that means, that they have their brains. Maybe they're just like using their minds to track them down or something. So maybe we're going to be dealing with the Chronocoms on top of everything we've already got going on, I don't know. But I'm excited to see where all these different stories are leading. But a couple of them are starting to merge as we get into like the second half of the season, so I'm very excited to see where we go from here. Because I feel like a lot is definitely going to go down next week, because it's like part 2 of this little arc. So I'm excited for that. And I really love this episode. I thought it was fantastic. This season has been quite something. Very unique in many different ways. I think it's definitely tried some new things, like with episode 3. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see where we're going to go from here. It should be really cool. Yeah, great episode. Loved it. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. But until my next reaction, thanks for watching.